All right, so we're still at 2 Corinthians. We're going to look at verses 6 and 7. Now, like I said, this is going to open us up in that understanding about the false candlestick, lampstand, witness. Now, I think that we have definitely described who the other witness is, okay? So now we need to look here and understand. This is going to kind of help us understand what I've been showing you about this Bible prophecy fulfilling itself in two ways, and how they themselves are reading the scriptures and they're seeing themselves in place of you and me. They are seeing themselves as Israel. Where you see Israel written into these scriptures, my friend, they see themselves as that Israel, and that is the truth. And when you begin to understand that, you can understand how all this is happening. You understand why so many people are so confused when they read the Old Testament and they're seeing that God is killing and ordering and destroying, and he's jealous and he's angry and he's vengeful and he's all of these things, and he's nothing that Christ said he was. Nothing. Okay? And that is because we are connected to ancient Israel, and we are connected to their olden gods, Ashtaroth and Baal. Now, it doesn't mean that everybody from ancient Israel worshiped these gods, but it does mean that they were under the influence, the theological influence of these gods. And that's what comes out in the scriptures. We see these fallen ones, we see their vengeful reflection, we see their vengeful anger. It is not our Father. So when they talk about this judgment that's to come, that's angry and wrathful and fire and brimstone and people being destroyed and killed, remember, the Father has come for who? The lost sheep. Christ says he'll leave the 99 to go find the one that's lost. And now they have you believing that he's coming to destroy all these lost sheep, just to destroy them because that they have sinned. As I've said it before, they have only sinned because they've been deceived. And that's why Christ came. He came knowing to forgive your sins beforehand because of the deception. That's exactly what he's saying here. Who also hath made us able ministers of the New Testament, not of the letter, but of the Spirit. For the letter killeth, but the Spirit giveth life. Remember, Christ did not leave any written word. Why? Because exactly what this says. He knew that people would indoctrinate that word, traditionalize that word, habitualize that word. They would move progressively with the word. They would crystallize it, and then they would begin to kill people over its letter. And it's exactly what we see taking place with the letter of the false witness, this false light bearer, the lamp of Lucifer. And I'm going to show it to you. He is the one that has put in all of this anger, all of this destruction, and all of this vengeance. If you read Revelation, you will understand correctly that the judgment of the Father, it happens in the Spirit. It happens in the Spirit. You are judged in spirit. You are not judged in flesh. Christ came to forgive you for your sins, and all your sins are forgiven, and all your sins have been blotted out. What is there to judge you over any longer, my friends? If it's been blotted out, you've already been forgiven. You are being judged on the spirit content of your life, not the material content. We all make material mistakes, especially living on a world that's under deception. Christ came to forgive us all. Understand that. Now, this Bible has got written and encoded into it the false Israel's view of their judgment as this nation, this rod of iron that is about to impose this vengeance and this affliction, this sackcloth. For those of you who don't know, sackcloth is not something that you wear in this instance. Sackcloth is a symbol for extreme vengeance. Okay? So it's not prophets wearing sackcloth. It's a symbolism of extreme vengeance of these witnesses that they're going to have. So think about all this, and we have more to share. Think deeply, my friends. I am for one God in heaven. I'm for the truth. Okay? I'm for the truth that's in the Bible. But the truth is that in the Bible is that these waters have been polluted.